Let's do this! Episode 23. We are doing some questions and answers in this episode. I'm just going to hit the ground running. Off of Reddit, user someone in the rye. Stop drinking at the shop, please. That's what I forgot. Thank you. So, a quick overview of who am I for anybody who's watching this. My name is Rory. I work in the family business called Dragon Forge Ltd. We do high-end architectural ironwork, mostly in the ski areas of Colorado, but we've been doing a lot of work nationwide. My full-time job is Dragon Forge stuff. On Instagram, I share a lot of the projects I'm working on, what's coming in the shop, maybe stuff going on in installs, maybe some drawings going on. So my whole experience is smithing, is building, is working. Not a hobby. I don't have a man cave doing this in a garage. We got a 5,000 square foot shop alongside my father, who's very involved with whatever I'm doing. And so Juzzie Smith is a piece of that, but giving back to the blacksmithing community in the form of tutorials, in the form of doing questions and answers. That's who I am. There you go. Chris asked, what warnings do I look for when someone approaches me about a job? It's a good question. And before I even get started, all of this could be circumstantial. There could be a circumstance where it's okay to go through with this. So don't take this for like Juzzie Smith said this. Really look at your whole situation and see if things apply. First thing is, are they in a rush? So they need it right away, right now. A quick example is lady contacted me right before Christmas. Said, I love your bowls. I have a $100 budget. Can you make a bowl? Sure. She gives me a deposit. I make the bowl. I send her a picture. Loves it. I mail it to her. This is in Toronto. I hear back from her at the end of January. She was too embarrassed to give it to her friend and would like her money back. I'm like, I killed myself to get this to you in a 3-day turnaround. I mean, come on. So it's $100. Nah, not a lot of money. It's on the side. I didn't want to have a bad conversation lingering about me in Toronto. For the $100, yeah, send it back. So she sent it back. A couple months later, I sold it at an art show. I still got it figured out. So, and another example that's on the other side of it was okay. With Dragon Forge, we had a contractor say, we need a grip rail for our CO. We have 2 weeks. Can you guys make a grip rail? So we said, yeah, let's see the job site. What do you guys want? It was pretty straightforward. Bam, bam, bam. No problem. That job went really smooth. In that situation, it worked out. The rush was no problem. Another warning I look for is somebody will say, last week's collar. Someone will say, Rory, I need a bunch of these collars. How much? Rory says, $5 a piece to do a collar. They want to negotiate your shop rate. That's a whole other discussion. It's like, how do you set your shop rate? Some people figure out, my utilities, my rent or mortgage, consumables, and the shop base, and for a 40-hour work week, break it down how much it costs per hour to run your shop, and then you add employees and whatnot on top of that. Some people just swing it from their hip about this is how much I cost per hour. However you want to do it, there's no real wrong way, unless you go out of business, to do it. But you'll find people who want to get something for nothing, and they're going to try to negotiate your $5 a collar thing. So that's another flag. Typically, when people start to do that, they're going to keep pushing what they want and keep putting you off to the side and taking advantage of your service and what you can do. Another one is that their perception is that it's easy for you. Well, that's easy for you. You can make that in a couple minutes. Well, yeah, you got 15, 20 years behind you, equipment. Of course it looks easy. You got your experience. That's why you cost however much you cost. Another flag is just their overall attitude. Are they nice to you? Are they polite? Are they friendly? Everyone has a bad day. You don't have to get along with everybody you meet. But if you have someone who invites you to bid on a job and they're belittling you, why are we here? Why are we talking? If they're treating you that way before the project's even being worked on, chances are it's going to get worse as it goes through, and chances are they're going to try to take advantage of you. You know, have some confidence about yourself, about what you can do, how much you're going to charge for it, and their expectations. The other flag is someone who brings me somebody else's work. You know, Rory, I want you to make this guy's collar. And I look at this collar and I'm like, yeah, that's a really nice collar, and he's got some details I haven't thought about. No thank you. I am not in this business to rip off other people. Are you supposed to let the job go? My opinion, yeah. You're there, you're a smith, you're an artist, you have ideas, you have problem solving, you have techniques, you have ability. You can be original on your own and work with that client without having to rip somebody else off. Be original, be humble, be honest. Jonathan Markham, I got questions about copper. Do you use bronze? Safety, blah blah blah. We'll do non-ferrous tutorials in the future. Gilbert, I'm a beginner. I'm curious about the amount of rebound an anvil should have. I read forums where some say rebound is important, while others say it doesn't matter. Also, does good rebound come from mass or heat treating? Anvilfire.com, they have a whole article about the rebound test. And it's testing how hard your anvil is. It's not necessarily how much energy your hammer's getting thrown back. I think it's been a conversation that's got heavily skewed. It's a test for the anvil. In my opinion, I don't want a soft anvil because if I hit it, I have to grind it. And I don't want to grind on my anvil. I'd rather have a soft hammer than a soft anvil. So the rebound test is how hard your anvil is. It's not necessarily about energy coming back in from your hammer. Don't forget, we're squishing soft metal. It's absorbing that energy. There might be a little bit of rebound, but it's not going to be noticeably different. It should not be a rubber band action. And no point is your equipment taking control of you. You are in control of your tools. And if they are, they're possessed, and that's not good. That's a whole different topic. David Bernard, what is ratio of forged work to fab work? I'm sure things changes from job to job. What would you say average ratio or percent is? Yeah, it does change job to job. Shop's slow, someone comes up with a tube rail, we need it fab, yeah, we're gonna do it. You know, we still gotta eat, still got bills to pay. So, a percentage, I can't give an accurate number for that. Round Lake Forge, how much do you charge as a down payment for a job? 50%. La Bille Figure, 24. How do you decide how much something costs? We get a rough estimate for how much the shop rate is, and we have enough experience to look at something and get like, yeah, it's gonna be about 3 weeks long. So how many hours in those 3 weeks? And we can give them a ballpark. And then from there, that's when the details get involved. What are we doing? How is it getting installed? What are the problems? Midgard Forge, how about proper way to repair tongs when they get worn out? Buy some, make some. I mean, they're worn out. The rivet fails, the jaw fails, you could weld it together, have some of those. Ambleman, you said jobs are like family, good to see come and go, but do you have a favorite job that really sticks out, or maybe a process you really enjoy? It sounds stupid, I just enjoy working. Yeah. So Tubby Blacksmiths, his question, hammer weight to anvil weight ratio, what is best? So we're talking about the ratio of your hammer to your anvil. I'm a little confused because when I hear that, I think of power hammers. Because power hammers have that falling weight, and their anvil needs to be big enough to absorb that energy going through, otherwise they'll fall apart. In my professional opinion, it doesn't matter. Obviously, if you have a small anvil and a huge hammer, you're going to have a hard time controlling the tools, and you're going to find out very quickly. But on this 200-pound guy, I use everything from a 1 pound to a 5 pound hammer. If we have to, we can get the sledgehammers out and go to town too. I wouldn't be worried about ratio. Because again, most of your work on the anvil is a very small area, surface area. So, you don't have to worry about that. You're making it too hard. Just buy a damn hammer and a damn anvil. Can you tell us more about your forge? I saw a video that you can change how much air can get through. It got me thinking how it works. There are a ton of videos about forges. Mine has a simple damper on the blower. I can literally cut the air off. Not so aggressive forge, less air, less gas. Mine's a forced air. It's not an atmosphere. What do you coat projects in when you want them to resist rusting? I like how Shadow Mountains said resist rusting, because it will rust eventually. Satin clear coat lacquer paint, or the linseed oil wax finish. Those are our two most popular ones. Blue Gone. What the hell's wrong with welders? I don't know what's wrong with welders. I love welders. I love fabricators. I love guys who can TIG, who can MIG, braze. You guys are great. You're my hero. I can just do some things you can't do. I don't have anything against welders at all. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Some are a little touchy, especially if you poke fun at them. But it's all in good humor. So, thanks again for the questions and the support. Technically, I owe you guys a tutorial on doing these little radical twists. So maybe we'll do that next week, because we hit 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thanks for subscribing. If you don't know where that button is, I believe it's over here. Click it. Click it. Till next time, keep it dirty. She finished, blah.